Federal government distributes farm inputs to farmers in Plateau State. University of Jos holds road walk ahead of NUGA 2025. NTA management restates commitment to sustaining quality broadcasting. I am Bilkis Nuhu. You can follow this broadcast live on our website nta.ng/live and on YouTube channel NTA News Online and other social media platforms showing on your screen. Federal government has dismissed a recent U.S. report on religious freedom in Nigeria, reaffirming the nation's security challenges as part of a broader regional struggle against violent extremism. In a statement, Keminebe Ebienefa, spokesperson of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, stated that this instability is fueled by special interest across West Africa and the Sahel. The government reaffirmed its commitment to defending all citizens, regardless of creed or religion. The statement praised the efforts of the armed forces and expressed solidarity with victims of violence. Keminebe Ebienefa highlighted Nigerians' identity as diverse and God-fearing nation that values tolerance and inclusion. Like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our greatest strength. Despite the disagreement on the report's assessment, the statement reaffirmed Nigeria's alliance with the United States and expressed desire to continue partnering in the pursuit of peace, freedom, and democracy. A stronger political community and improved economic base will help ECOWAS and other regional blocs in Africa to transit quickly from government-centered institutions to one that puts the people first. At the Second Continental African Public Square in Abuja, the need for the actualization of the single currency objective of ECOWAS was identified as one of the key ingredients needed to achieve the goal of regional integration. Kelvin Obunaya reports.
The brainchild of the African Leadership Center and the Amandla Institute and partners, the Continental African Public Square is designed to bring scholars and governmental bodies together to advance the cause of continental integration using the various regional institutions as building blocks. This year, the focus is on ECOWAS at 50, especially how to transform one of the pacesetters of regional integration in Africa into a truly ECOWAS of the people. At the heart of that aspiration is the lingering single currency debate, insecurity, and the changing political landscape in the sub-region.
At the height of the Cold War, with ideological differences and then proxy influences on the continent, it was practically impossible, to create an organization based on common political values.
And on such critical matters as the ECOWAS single currency, its promised launch had become an endless wait as the target date kept being shifted on account of various technicalities.
A flexible model of operation that can incorporate the Sahelian bloc of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali to continue to be part of ECOWAS as AES partners while maintaining their distinct identity was canvassed at the conference in Abuja. Kelvin Obunaya, NTA News.
The Benue and Enugu commands of the Nigeria Police Force have resolved to strengthen inter-command operational ties to effectively combat interstate crimes. A statement jointly signed by the commands indicates that the commissioners of Police Benue State Command, Emenari Innocent, and his Enugu State counterpart, Mamangiwa, emphasized this during a strategic operational meeting to address emerging security challenges affecting both states. During the interface in Benue State, the commissioners identified the infiltration of criminal elements and their connivance with unscrupulous elements within border communities as major enablers of interstate crimes. Consequently, they resolved to enhance interstate crime fighting synergy through improved intelligence sharing, coordinated operations, and joint deployment of resources to combat violent crimes across border communities. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to strengthening Nigeria's agricultural value chain to ensure food security and contribute to eradication of poverty across the country. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, stated this in a message to the distribution of farm inputs to farmers in Jos. The items distributed include herbicides and pesticides, fungicides, knapsack sprayer, growth enhancers, dehydrators, rice seeds, and water pumps. Beneficiaries, who are mostly peasant farmers, appreciated the federal government for the gesture, promising to contribute to food security in the country.
We really thank them, and with what we have gotten, we will use it to boost our farming activities.
We are very, very grateful because the government are coming to understand that we are into agri and we have so much enthusiasm in it, and they are assisting us to do it better.
In a message to the event, Minister of Agriculture and Food Security says the initiative aligns with President Tinubu's declaration of food security as a national state of emergency. He noted that the present administration is implementing reforms aimed at boosting agricultural productivity, reducing the cost of living, and ensuring that food remains available, accessible, and affordable to all Nigerians.
The ministry is hereby supporting small-scale farmers in Plateau State with inputs and equipment. This is part of our program for increasing agricultural production and ensuring food security in the country.
This initiative is designed to alleviate some of those burdens and empower you to produce more, earn better, and contribute significantly to Nigeria's economic growth.
The Plateau State Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development represented thanked the federal government for its continued support, emphasizing that empowering smallholder farmers with essential inputs is critical to boosting food production and enhancing livelihoods.
This event is a clear demonstration of federal government's help and support to state government.
Nigerian Television Authority (NTA) will sustain excellent broadcasting in line with global standards. This was when some executive directors from NTA headquarters paid assessment visit to NTA Television College Jos. Indiang and Yabagang reports.
NTA Television College Jos, since inception, has been a beacon of professional media training in Nigeria, as well as the intellectual heart of the Nigerian Television Authority. In view of this, the authority, in collaboration with other stakeholders, are doing all it takes to restructure, transform, and revamp the over 40 years institution for greater service delivery in line with the contemporary global broadcasting standards. Going around to assess some facilities of the college, the team of executive directors inspected the college studio, libraries, hostel, and offices, assuring Nigerians that NTA plans urgent and coordinated interventions for the college to reposition it for optimum service delivery. The visitors commended the acting rector of the college, Pauline Suleiman, for being innovative, proactive, and resourceful in steering its affairs.
We came up with some strategies on how to move it forward.
Our being here, that is a sign of the commitment to ensure that TV College as an institution moves forward.
The acting rector, Pauline Suleiman, expressed confidence that the fact-finding visit will mark a turning point in the narrative of the college.
They have seen how the structures are, so we are really encouraged.
The delegation include the Executive Director Administration and Training, Fatihu Mustafa, the Executive Director Engineering, Musa Omeza, and the Executive Director Special Duties, Ibrahim Aliyu. They also paid a familiarization visit to NTA Network Center Jos, where they commended management for hard work and commitment to duty.
We are already mapping out stations, especially the zonal headquarters. We are going to give transmitters, digital transmitters, as well as solar systems.
I'm so honored to have this kind of management staff that I have. Not only them, even the my other colleagues. And I want to really appreciate the news department.
In Jos, Nigerian and Abuja, NTA News.
Ahead of Nigerian Universities Games Association, the University of Jos held a road walk to demonstrate its readiness to host the 27th edition of the Games, scheduled to kick off on the 6th of November 2025. Again, Indiang and Abuja has the details.
Excitement filled the streets of Jos as students, staff and other stakeholders took part in the road walk ahead of the 27th NUGA Games. The event aims at creating awareness and building momentum towards the National University Sporting Festival. The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Jos, Professor Tanko Ishaya, assures of the institution's full preparedness to host the Games, emphasizing that adequate facilities, logistics, and security arrangements have been put in place to ensure a successful and safe event.
I appreciate the President, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, for really coming out with a clear framework in supporting sports. We have received a lot of support from the federal government.
I think the NUGA holding in the University of Jos is very significant. This is the first time since 1967 when University Games started that is coming to Jos. We're expecting 10,000 participants.
Chairman of the Media and Publicity Subcommittee, Professor Taye Obatero, explains that the roadwork was part of efforts to sensitize the public and raise excitement ahead of the event. The 27th edition of the NUGA Games will feature student athletes from universities across Nigeria competing in various sporting disciplines. In Jos, Nigerian and Abuja, NTA News.
We have in the studio Professor Taye Obatero, Chairman, Media and Publicity Subcommittee, NUGA 2025, to throw more light on the preparations for the NUGA Games 2025. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
To begin with, sir, how prepared is the University of Jos to host this edition of the NUGA Games?
We are very prepared because we have done all that we need to do to ensure that we provide the facilities, provide the security, provide accommodation and everything that is needed for us to have a very successful NUGA Games. So we are very prepared and we're looking forward to having the athletes and officials and of course Nigerians who will also come to Jos just to witness NUGA. So we are well prepared.
Okay. What are some of the benefits that will be derived from the games regarding the universities that will be attending and the country at large?
Yes, NUGA has an objective. The National University Games is supposed to be an avenue for discovering new talents who will who will grow up to become stars, sporting stars, not just for the universities but for Nigeria. So both on the local and international scene. And we've had the experience of previous NUGA producing people who became international stars, like Sheyi Olofijana, for instance, was discovered during a NUGA game. So we are looking forward to discovering new talents that will represent Nigeria and become global stars in the area of sports. But beyond that, there are other benefits. University of Jos, for instance, by reason of preparing for this, we have had to put in place some infrastructure that we didn't have before. So by reason of NUGA, those infrastructure, they have been put in place, and now they will be there for UniJos and the students to continue to enjoy even after NUGA. Of course, other universities too are going to benefit because they are not only showcasing their potentials in terms of their sporting talents, they are also seeing other things happening in other states that they can copy from and make and apply in their own environment to make the youth, the students, and even their communities to benefit. So there are quite a number of benefits. We also have the economic benefit of it, of course, because when we have about 10,000 people visiting Jos, it's definitely going to impact the economy of Plateau State because people will buy, they will sell, and so on and so forth. So the benefits are enormous.
Okay. For a game like this that will be hosted on the Plateau, I'm sure you might have drawn your pros and cons from it. What challenges do you foresee regarding the games, and how do you intend to manage these challenges that might crop up in the course of the event?
Well, we are optimists, and then because we are intellectuals, we have looked ahead to see possible problems, and we have tried to address them. For instance, we know that in previous NUGA, they have had problems of accommodation, and that is one of the areas that our VC has been very up and doing about, ensuring that we have enough accommodation for everybody that will come. So in that area, we have addressed it. Security, too. The Commissioner of Police for Plateau State is heading the security team, and everything is being done to address that, because those are some of the areas where we have issues. But again, we are also prepared for unforeseen circumstances, exigencies that may arise, and that is why we have different committees in place to ensure that anything that arises is addressed promptly. But we are optimistic. We believe that we have minimal challenges because we have tried to foresee possible areas of problems, and we have addressed them.
Okay, what message do you have for participating universities that will be coming?
Well, I want to assure the participating universities, about 22 of them, that UniJOS is ready for them, and we have done all that we need to do to ensure that they enjoy their stay in JOS and that they have a very good competition. So that's the message. They should be hopeful, they should be joyful, and they should be ready to come and enjoy JOS weather, which is a unique one from other parts of the country.
Okay, for someone that is coming to the plateau for the first time, what should they expect during the NUGA Games?
Yes, they should expect to see new things. We've packaged a tour for visitors. They are going to be taken around to unique places in Plateau State where they can see things, the tourist attractions that are available in Plateau State. They're going to see them. So that's one of the things that I'll prepare.
Okay, we have been discussing with Professor Tayo Obatoro, Chairman, Media and Publicity Committee, NUGA 2025. Thank you for gracing our studio,
Thank you very
sir.
much for having me.
Panorama will continue shortly after this break. Welcome back. Inconsistencies in licensing, registration, database management, and institutional coordination have been identified as factors affecting motor vehicle administration in Nigeria's transport management, law enforcement, and national security. To address these menace, road traffic officers of the Federation have converged on JOS to chart ways of addressing these challenges. The annual National Conference of Directors and Chief Road Traffic Officers of the Federation provides an avenue to design a reform agenda for harmonized vehicle registration, stricter enforcement, and safer roads. These participants from the 36 states and the FCT are here to find workable solutions to the challenges.
The paper presented by the various resource persons talks so much about the need to unify processes by the various states, which is very key in ensuring that all issues related to use of vehicles in committing crimes are brought to a stop.
There are some challenges we have been facing for years about vehicle database and the rest. But coming here, I think they brought out a topic on that which we were able to deliberate.
We learn a lot from here, ranging from effective road safety management and issue of licensing on the driver and also the vehicle.
With the theme enhancing national security and road traffic safety through effective motor vehicle administration in Nigeria, papers were presented on inconsistency of motor vehicle administration in Nigeria and its implication on national security. Motor Vehicle Administration Professionals and Practitioners Association of Nigeria, and Effective Motor Vehicle Administration and National Road Traffic Safety in Nigeria.
Policy inconsistency remains a significant challenge, undermining the efficiency and stability of motor administration in Nigeria. Frequent and often uncoordinated policy changes at both the federal and state levels create uncertainty for stakeholders in the transport and automobile sector.
For the vehicle inspection officers, the conference is apt as it will address the inconsistency in Nigeria's motor vehicle administration which is not only administrative but critical to national security. Commissioner of Police, Plateau State Command, and the State Directorates of were recognized for their contributions in road safety. Nasarawa United face rivals Rivers United in the NPLF as push for title intensify. The report. Bola Tinubu says Nigeria stands firmly as democracy governed by constitutional guarantees of religious liberty. In a message, the president says since 2023, this administration has maintained an open and active engagement with Christians and Muslim leaders alike and continues to address security challenges which affect citizens across faiths and religions. The characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality, nor does it take into consideration the consistent and sincere efforts of the government to safeguard freedom of religion and beliefs of all Nigerians. That has been Panorama today. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.